We always have fun. We always have fun, and there is so much activity to do. Yep.
Early Partners is a very special place with special people who care deeply about children. Beyond that, they're opening kids' minds to new things in a creative way that is really impactful.
I have told many people to go to Early Partners because of how much love and care all of the children get here, that you feel just the minute you walk in the door, how exciting everyone makes learning and all the different experiences that kids are having in their classes.
You can really see when you walk into the classroom what kind of learning is happening there.
The bar for childcare and early care and education is candidly pretty low.
I think that most people believe that as long as the child is in a safe setting, that they are getting what they need. The misunderstanding is that while that is crucial, it is not enough to give the kids what they need to be prepared for the future.
People underestimate young children all the time.
Kids are incredibly capable. They can carry out really complex tasks. They can ask questions and learn and discover things on their own and together.
I constantly find myself surprised by my daughter and the progression of her artistic ability and the breadth of topics that they're covering in the classroom.
What we know is that if 90% of the brain is formed during this critical period, birth to 5, then what happens for their education is incredibly important. Research says that the best way to engage kids is actually just to follow what they think is cool.
I love that the teachers are guiding the children's learning, using what the children want to study as their impetus to design their units.
It's fun to build lessons around things my class is really into.
It's making it meaningful to them, it builds on their interest, it feels really student-centered, and it makes me feel proud that my children go here.
Every little moment that we have together is like a teaching moment.
At the beginning of the year, our PreK class was really interested in domestic cats.
They had kittens come visit them, which was very exciting. They danced and moved as cats, and then they started reading a lot of books about big cats around the world and some problems they were facing, like poachers and habitat loss.
And then they took it in this super mindful direction that I never would have predicted, which was caring about these cats.
So we were focused on the cats so much that we learned everything we could, and we learned all the information we could. We made bracelets to raise money to save them, and then we sold the bracelets and raised enough money to save them. Yep.
I was just inspired at how deep the project went.
It really went beyond my expectations of what, the type of learning that they would do, what they would create, and the impact that they could have at that age.
It's just an incredible example of what happens at Early Partners when we leave space for kids to make the path for their learning. Because if a teacher had come in and said, this is what we're doing today, we never would have known that they were capable of this.
A lot of our learning is not really about the exact content. It's about how do we take something that we really care about and then do something with it. Being active learners.
The first year of our outdoor classroom, every time it rained, it flooded half of the classroom. So we took video during a really heavy rain day so that they could see the slope of the land and the flooding of the rest of their room. We thought that would be it, a simple lesson in cause and effect. But Early Partners kids want to impact their community and they're problem solvers. So they collaborated and researched with their teacher.
This is the rain that goes into the river with the pipes. And then we can block it with the hole.
They put some gardening skills to use.
Yes, it's a good idea.
And they created a levee and rain garden that solved the problem.
It worked! Yay, I did it!
Not just then, but still years later has effectively solved the flooding problem in the wildflower class. When kids are trusted with big ideas and directing their own learning, anything is possible. The crew of EP Mardi Gras Parade is one of the best days of the year because the kids get to showcase their work and the parents all stand around cheering for the children like they are rock stars. It is So special.
Just this beautiful moment because it was all of their hard work and planning and intentionality coming together, and they were so successful.
We worked together. We built, we painted them, we made faces, and we also builded them with tools and nails. Not real ones, but it was so cool. I was the wolf. And I was a Finnick fox with a tail and two sparkly ears. We had so much fun.
It is a chance where the students' interest, those units that they've been studying, is really on display. And you saw that in just the variety of different things that walked through, whether it was wild dogs or very hungry caterpillar or the caretakers who were all waving their little toothbrushes. And it's such a quintessentially New Orleans activity, but it's done in the Early Partners way because it's centering those things that the kids are learning about. Seeing my child at Early Partners, his interest in so many things has been developed by the really rich material that the teachers study with them at a depth that I think is beyond what most people would believe is possible with young children.
I've seen a difference with the kids who have been here and gone through the program where they have pretty strong executive functioning skills. It's not that they just know more stuff, it's that they have a little bit of a stronger understanding of how to learn and how to execute ideas.
Across the state, only a third of kids enter kindergarten ready to learn. All of our children leave this program ready for kindergarten success. Imagine the implications for our city and our state if that were true for every kid.
Ultimately, it is the thing, in my opinion, that can change the trajectory of our state and address many of the challenges that we've had for generations. This early investment is the best possible investment that can be made in the long run.
I feel that there is a soul to this school and a heartbeat to this school and such deep intention. It's so clear how every single person is so deeply committed to the school's mission. I feel tremendously grateful at just the care and development of our littles. And I think of how blessed every child would be if they could get an education like this. I think it's the foundation of learning that will set them up for the rest of life.